everybody. Hi, I'm Johan. I'm Johan Tittrell. This is Computer Tech, and we are discussing a great build that I did here. You can see it here. It's the Phanteks Enthro Pro. Got a big fancy case, the whole thing. And the problem was I was having I wanted to do this live, but you can't do it on your phone. Because somehow I'm restricted on YouTube from doing live videos from this, so I have to do it on a computer that I was going to do it about. So I'm doing it about it after I already did it. That was kind of backwards. So on that occasion, let's go ahead and liven it up a bit. I've got a nice hot glass here, and I've got some iced tea here. It's delicious iced tea. It's iced tea. Trust me, it's iced tea. And you, with it, you have a little bit of Coca-Cola to make the iced tea taste better. You know what I'm saying? It's just something that you naturally do. But for my followers out there, I want to tell you this is iced tea. It's delicious. It's so nutritious that rest assured it is iced tea. It's good for you. Good for you. Good for me. I don't give. Oh well. Okay. Let's talk about the case. One of the things that surprised me on this case is on the back. There's these two SSD. Let's call it as correct. 2.5-inch cages. You can't put 2.5-inch mechanical drives in there as well. So let you know, I don't know why they're just called SSD cages when in reality you can put hard drives in them that are like 2.5-inch, the little ones. You can put them in here, but I have a drive bay in here that has mega amount of them, and it's just one of those things. And anyway, with this case, I put in the ROG Strix 570. Let me push this thing over so you can see a little better. You can see a little better. The glitter is bad. Let me close the door outside. I'm in Florida, and it gets rather hot in here, and I got running out of air. I have COPD, so I have to wear oxygen. I have to put oxygen on, and I have to breathe it in. It sure makes me feel a lot better. Anyway, this build is I'm very proud of it. The only problem I'm having with it is the stock cooler that comes with the AMD Ryzen 3600. I'm going to call it the way I see it. It's garbage. So today I had to go out there and I had to order a newer case. Ordered it on Amazon. It's the Skiff Ninja 5 Air CPU cooler. This one here, if you looks a little bright, so doubt you could see it. It's a shame it's so bright. But anyway, and it looks to be. You see that better? Well, anyway, it is. I ordered it, and it's supposed to be here today, so we'll see. Because that cooler is definitely not appropriate. But let's talk about this case for one. It's got a fan in the back that is really fantastic. I mounted a fan here, going in, one in and two out, and it's just stunning how amazing this case is. Another problem that I had was I had to buy a converter for my USB 3.1 2.1, whatever they call it, dongle, dingle, dongle. And I had to put it from my front panel here. And only one of them works. Yet it said it was made by, let's talk about that. Let's talk about what that dongle, dingle, dongle was. It was a Golden USB 3.1 front panel dingle dongle, and made specifically, it says very specifically for Asus motherboards. And I did double check to make sure it would be appropriate, but I am only getting one dingle dongle dingle. And it's only got one 3.1 up here, but not to worry. I have got a slew of them. I'm going to grab this camera here to show you. So, y'all could see the wholesome goodness. As you see, I got this. And see, this one is not working because I plugged it in. And I do have an old-fashioned Blu-ray burner because, hey, I'm a filmmaker. And guess what? People still buy movies on disc. You may not as a computer user, but people like the movies on disc. You know, like them in the packages and all that kind of stuff. And I'm thinking about doing a giveaway because I found an extra copy of Homicide Maniac 1 and Homicide Maniac 2. Literally the last ones on Earth. What I want to tell you is I have this here. I have this Kingwin. You see here. It's a amazing 6-port. This is not a the last port down here at the end. It's not made for it doesn't connect. It just powers. So I could charge my dingle dongle phone. And I'll show you inside the case. It's a beautiful build. And I do actually need more ports, so I have an extension here. It's a Vega 64 card that I've had for quite a long time, and I thought it was having a problem, but the problem was the fan, the cooling. And another problem that you'll notice on this motherboard is if you put the fan in the top slot here, right? If you put this in the top slot, you say, why didn't I put it in the top slot? Well, see down there, down here in this, I'm pointing right here, that's a fan. And this fan is going to get blocked up. And if it blocks up, it's going to overheat the chipset, and that's a problem. So I had to put it down here, and I talked to Asus. Horrible customer service at Asus, man. They're not what they used to be. I'll just tell you that much. But anyway, it's just been a horrible experience with them, beyond anything you can imagine. Anyway, you see I put a fan up front here. And I have those two cords there kind of blocking that fan, but it's going to be okay. But the front, I'm telling you, this thing is just amazing. Somebody reviewed online that you have to have this thing out to get the front panel fan. That's not true. I think they did some improvements. Like, see these two here? These are the two ports, and that up there is the one bay for SSDs and all that. But I've got a 4-port for a 5.25-inch bay. So I have 4 drives, 3 drives in there now. I have 1 SSD and 2 old drives. One of them is it's basically the life of one of my dearest friends who recently passed, and it's just secure. I don't run it. I just like to see it there. And and getting ready to back that up to the cloud. Again, some good tea. And I will say this. I absolutely love this build. I love the front. I have a Corsair 1200 X, HX 1200. This is my studio. A little microwave here. There's my old case down there. Keyboard. Look at that, a Nocturna shirt. That Nocturna shirt is from the original Nocturnas. Before Nocturnas was even Nocturnas. Richard Bateman was in the band at the time when that shirt came out, and I'm pretty proud to have it. I've had some very significant offers on it, and I've said no to every single one of them. It's just not. I'm sorry. I'll take $1 million for it. That's the value of it to me. $1 million for a Nocturna shirt. If you got the money, hey, you can have the Nocturna shirt. If you're that big of a Nocturnus fan and you want an original Nocturna shirt, that's the first shirt that Nocturnus ever made. Mike Browning, Richard Bateman, a number of other folks who I will just not name. But yeah, that's that. And I will be doing further shows. I have some other computers, and if you look down there, you see that HP down there. That's an old HP, and I got it all running, and it was a challenge getting it running. There's some kind of crazy virus on it. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I can't really turn it into no version of Linux will run on a computer that old. So I don't know what to do with it. It's basically Windows. I think it's Windows 95 on that thing. But yeah, you can't run. I've tried. It has like 2 megabytes of RAM. That's right. I said 2 megabytes. It's old. And but hey, I love the damn thing, and I love some of those older games. I'm really into older games. Got a whole drawer down there full of older games. All, not copies. They're all original discs. Like one of the ones I can't find, and I wish someone would remake. Anybody out there who's watching who gets this, the game Blood. I don't know if you remember Blood. It was a first-person shooter, and I got to tell you, to this day, it's probably one of the best horror first-person shooters ever, because it was truly horrific. You weren't getting through it. I'm seeing here that it was just shipped. But they still don't have a delivery date. But they say it'll be here by 9 o'clock tonight. I don't believe them. Also, one of my other drives. I wish I could show you in the back all the drive bays, but man, I just don't want to take the thing apart. I don't want to do it. It's not worth it. Y'all don't want to see that mess. But there's 6 drive bays there, and one of my drives, it's a 500 gigabyte, and I started realizing how old the drive is. And whenever I use it, you hear it start singing. You know that song that hard drives do when they start going bad. And that's where my backups are of my movies. Time to back that up. Probably it's too big for the cloud. I went on Vimeo today, and it was told me the idea of putting on Vimeo that they have restrictions too. And last time I posted them on Vimeo, they called my B movies porn, and I said, "Excuse me, but there's a lot of mainstream movies that are 1,000% worse than mine. Homicide Maniac 1. I've never made porn. This is tea. Have I ever told you about tea? This is good tea. Good sipping. So, that's it. Let me show you the computer again. Ooh. So, AMD, I'm an AMD guy, obviously. I love AMD. And let me explain to you why I love AMD. They last. The old computer over there, that old HP, guess what? That's an old AMD K62. I have another one over there that's an AMD, I believe that's the K62 as well. It's in a newer motherboard, and I plan on scrapping that, to be honest with you. And I want to make a gaming machine. And probably goal is probably going to put my old B450, B350, MSI B350 gaming with my Ryzen 1500, and I'm gonna try to find a cheap video card to run some emulation on it. And I'm actually just buy a processor that has it. It has Vega 11 graphics. I think it's the 3500 or something like that. And that's one I'm probably thinking about getting with that. And well, anyway, this was my first show on the Computer Tech Show, and we have got a long way to go. I do plan on having a full-fledged studio somewhere sometime. Sometime in the future, I'll have a studio to be doing this. My COPD prevents me from doing a lot of stuff. I mean, I'm disabled now, so any support, I'm telling you, goes a long way. But I just want to let you know, I love each and every one of you, and please subscribe to the channel. And that's it. Yeah, it's I've gone 10 minutes, and it's about the limit that I have. And yeah, the reason I'm drinking this tea is it calms me down. I don't want to take the medication that they've given me. I typically don't drink tea. I just don't want to take the medication for my anxiety, but it's through the roof right now, as you can't tell. Well, it is. I'm just taking it for a second. But anyway, Johann Tetrault, signing off. Also known as Johnny Zoltar, singer of the Demo Rats. I am talking about recording some new material. I have another album, Arch Wizard stuff. I have so much material, and I got to find the time to do it. So I'm going to be a challenge. COPD, singing is not the same as it was without COPD. There's going to be a lot of, I think I need to do it in a professional studio. And I got a buddy of mine out in Orlando who will remain unnamed. I'm probably going to have to end up going to record the vocals on it. because all the vocals I've tried to do on systems, there's a delay, there's just I don't know. I haven't tried it on this one yet, this motherboard. It's got some advanced, it's got an advanced audio codec on it. I still don't trust. I don't know. I trust Pro Tools. I know Pro Tools works. A lot of the Demorat stuff that you hear, Charlie Brown, a song I want to get up there. I'm using a different word. The original Poltergeist, the demos that we did, the Demorats, it was all done with Pro Tools. But okay, I want to thank you guys for watching, and please remember to subscribe. Computer Tech. By me.